course. My name is King Hobson. I'm an award-winning artist, vision creator, and I'm the founder and CEO of Diiclae, the digital ID for physical artwork. And so the Diiclae mobile app, it allows artists all over the world to just simply upload an image of their artwork. And not only do they have global manufacturing and distribution, but they also get to create a digital ID for their artwork. Well, all great stories. It starts off with love. So I was in a long distance relationship and I wanted to send her a painting, but it cost too much to send an actual physical canvas painting. So I drew her digitally and then shipped it off. And then along with that came the certificates of authenticity. So I gave it to her, shipped it to her across the map, and she saw it and just melted. She started crying. I was like, hey, this is a business. Why aren't all artists doing this? So independent artists, we're not able to particularly participate in the market appreciation. And when it comes to recording our transactions, we just hand a receipt and keep it moving. So I had this one guy, I went to an art fair called Raw Artists. And so having the art fair, I sold all my pieces. I celebrated. I was like, yes, I sold every last piece. But then months later, my collector hits me up. He says, hey, I have a guy who wants to buy it, but I want to know, what is this piece worth today? And it stumped me. I didn't know what my own art would be worth today. I don't have an appraiser to look at it. So we automate that appraisal. You know, galleries take 50%. We only take 5%. And so with that automated appreciation, that automated appraisal, and automated certificates of authenticity, we just open the market and the floodgates for all independent artists globally. So now we can participate whether we have a gallery backing us or not in appreciation. So if you buy this piece from me today using the Diiclae platform, you will know the next month, oh yeah, this just went up 10% in value. So we've standardized the appreciation rate for all artists globally. I had this idea after the long distance. I was like, I have to get this app going. And it was to the point where I was having dreams. Like I would have dreams that I had this app, but I didn't have it. And I didn't have the capital. I couldn't get a loan. I didn't know anything about fundraising. I only knew that with entrepreneurship, you build a business that makes money. That's all I knew, right? I'll tell you what I did. I stuck to ramen noodles. I stuck to the ramen noodles. I did not purchase any vehicles. I did not rent any apartments. I stayed at home with my mom and I took every penny that we had and funded it. And initially, a issue that we had was finding a co-founder. And so like I said, this was my first rodeo, and we found our co-founder. And from there, he was able to help with other pain points as far as growth. And then it got to a point where we were stagnant, like we were living off of our revenue. And so when you're running a business, you don't really want to stay stagnant. You want to continuously go up. So we were using revenue to keep the lights on and keep the app going so that the servers stay up and stuff like that. And so right now we're just in the middle of fundraising a 1.2 million pre-seed round to expand this thing even larger. But yeah, those were our key pain points, just not staying stagnant and getting this growth going. I'd say when it comes to fundraising, you want to raise funds when you need them the least. That was so beneficial, raising when we didn't necessarily need it, because you never know what you're going to bump into in the middle of the road. Also, expanding into other markets. That was an extremely, because at first, when we first initially built, we were in the US market and we were focusing on state to state, closing deals with schools and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, we just had Asian people hit the platform, African people hit the platform, and they're able to monetize, and it benefits them even greater because $100 stretches even further in Egypt. You get what I'm saying? So expanding outside of the US market is another valuable lesson that I've learned as well. There's a ton of things I would have done differently. I would have expanded into foreign markets sooner. As I said, I was so stuck on the US soil for a minute. I would have expanded sooner. Also, I would have raised sooner had I known about the fundraise. would tell them, don't give up, no matter how tough it gets, no matter how many no's they get, don't give up, because there were times where it was so dull to the point where it's just like, man, what do I do? But the second you feel like giving up, the next second is going to be a high moment where it's like, ooh, I'm glad I didn't give up on what I did, or else we wouldn't have had that come. Also, don't be discouraged by the no's. It takes 1,000 no's to get to the one yes that you may need. And last but not least, I would say protect your business at all costs. If you're building something unique, you need to protect it via trademark, via patent. One woman was able to get her own apartment just off monetizing from our platform. And so just those like key moments of saving another artist, and just, this is what it's all about. This is what all the sacrifice, all the noodles, the no vehicles, the walking everywhere, like this is what it's all for. So to do that for millions and billions of independent artists globally, give them a shot to eat off of their creations and live off of their creation, record their appreciation. We're here to take this thing to the next stage. So right now, if anything being sold outside of our platform is kind of like BC, before Christ. It's going under the plate. It's not even counting right now. It's not digitally tracked. We're our platform by artists for artists. So we're here to empower artists and give them their power back, their just due.